Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to go over with you a December daily that I made, but I kind of love it so much I think I might actually do a daily for this and keep it. But I don't know. So yeah, we'll just go into it. So the paper that I used for this is the Kaiser Craft frosted paper. There's so many different really cool colors on here, but I really liked it because it was very wintry, but at the same time it felt very vintagey. Case in point, right here. So yeah, this is the paper that I used, and let's just get into the album. Well, you could use it for an album, you could use it for a junk journal, you could use it for a daily. If I keep this, which I most likely will because I really like it, then I will probably use it as my daily. I'm trying to straighten up just a little bit, and I feel like I went the wrong direction. Okay, maybe, possibly. Okay, so anyway, this is the cover, and this is the spine, and this is the back cover. So all I did, these are, I don't know, I forget which notebooks these are, but I got them at Michael's when their paper crafting, like all their paper crafting was like 50 or 60% off. I did skip a haul video or two because I'm so far behind. So I was just like, okay, I don't think people really want to see the stuff that I'm buying for Christmas necessarily in July. So I kind of just skipped a couple. Anyway, I don't know if this was one that I skipped or not, but anyway, Michael's had a really large, like 50 or 60% off of all paper crafting. It wasn't necessarily limited to paper. It was all paper crafting. So these albums I ended up getting for like, I think it was like $2 or $3. So anyway, they came with this really cool like craft paper here, and it's really thick. So I did use all of the craft paper that it came with, and I covered the craft paper with more like decorative paper, and I did that on both sides. And then I added my own little pizzazz, if you will. So I have some of these glassine envelopes, and I've got some just different things in here. Some of them are cutouts, and some of them are just scraps that look really cool, like this one. I love that. So if I do end up using this myself, I can still stay with the same collection and use all of these as different embellishments. So I haven't decided if I want to put it on Etsy or not. So yeah. I honestly, I don't know, because I do have more albums, so I have the capability of making more. But the way that this one turned out, I just absolutely love it. Oops, I missed. So there's a bag there. At the moment, it has like a bunch of little cutouts. But for a daily, you can add all kinds of different things into it. Just memorabilia, ticket stubs, you know, whatever. This is actually a tea-dyed paper. This is a heavy cardstock that I had dyed. It's actually not tea, it's coffee. I actually went through and I dyed a whole bunch of stuff. Some of it turned out really cool, and some of it turned out like, oh my gosh, what is that? So this one just turned out to be a little tinted. The cardstock itself held quality really well. And it's just music notes, and some of the paper in the collection has music notes, so I figured that it would go really well. This is an Avery sheet protector that is actually upside down. I'll have to fix that. I'm like, wait a minute, why is it upside down? And well, because it's upside down. And what's funny is the paper is in right side up, but the pocket is in upside down. So I'll have to fix that. But anyway, so this is just an Avery A4 pocket, or an A5. This is an A5 pocket protector. This is another one of the craft cardstock sheets I just covered with paper on both sides. So it's really thick. This is actually just a sheet of vellum that I added. This is a pocket. It was a full 8.5 by 11, and each square is 2 by 2. but I cut it down to size, and I even put the little greetings or whatever in here, or pictures or whatnot, so you could see that it is, you've got 8 pockets total, and you've got 2 little mini pockets up here, so I thought that was kind of cool. This is another sheet of the coffee dyed paper here. This is actually not wax paper, but parchment paper, but I love the sound of it, and I love the look of it, so I was just like, I really want to add that, so I actually added it a couple places. This is another one of the craft papers. This is another glassine envelope, and whoever told me about the name on this, thank you, because I love these envelopes, but I can never remember like the material or what they're called or anything, but thank you very much. This is another one of the pocket, just the standard A5 pocket protectors. This is the other piece of vellum, a card, or not vellum, I'm sorry, parchment paper. This is just a standard card. I got a whole bunch of cards and envelopes a couple months back at Goodwill, and this is just one of those cards, and it's that real pale blue, so I figured it would go really well. This is a sheet of vellum. This is actually kind of cool. This is the craft paper, but I actually took a piece of just like paper, note paper, and I actually tore it in bits. Like I tore it all the way around and just kind of splotched it right there in the middle of the page, so you could jot down. So I thought that was pretty neat, and I did the same thing over here. I did the journaling with the notepad, and I hope you guys can see okay. I moved my camera again because someone had mentioned that you couldn't really see what I was doing. It was a haul video that they set it in, so I just wanted to make sure you guys could actually see what I was doing. So I hope it's okay. Let me know if it's not okay, if it's too close, if it's not close enough. So yeah. But so this one I just kind of like put like different cuts of paper, kind of like, so it wasn't just one solid sheet like the other ones were. This is another sheet of glassine. It's got some cutouts inside. This is another coffee dyed paper. Another page protector, vellum, or not vellum. Why do I keep saying vellum? It's parchment paper. This one I really liked. This is just this is actually one of the craft papers, but I made a pocket and I stuck it on top. And also, this is cool. I hope this will show up. It's the same notebook paper, or the notepad paper, but I folded it so when it's closed, excuse me, when it's closed, it looks like just that little square, but in actuality, it actually opens all the way up. So I thought that was kind of neat. And like I said, there's a pocket here, and I just split the page up so it's not like a solid piece. And I just put some of the larger extra pieces of paper in there. And then the back is actually very simplistic. I put just like a border across the hole punches here, and then I put a sheet of the, why am I having such a hard time saying that, the notepad paper. Anyway, this is another coffee dyed. This one's actually a little delicate. It is a doily, but doilies, when they're split apart from each other, are super, super, super thin. So this was actually kind of fun to dye because you kind of soak it in the coffee and then you bake it. But yeah, I had so many of them break. It was crazy. This is another one of the glassine bags, and it's got some cutouts in there as well. But I also decorated the outside of this one. I put just like a little pale blue doily with one of the cutouts. And this right here is actually a label from the Typecast. A while back, I got a whole bunch of Typecast for really, 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 really cheap. And it looks really good together. So I was like, hey, why not? So I put that with that. And I actually put the rest of the labels that I didn't use, because I only used these two. But I put the rest of the labels in here somewhere too. And then this is one of the postcards that is the Typecast postcards. And like I said, it all goes really well together. So I was like, hey, why not? This is the other side. This one is kind of cool. This is one of the envelopes from the same Typecast collection. and I put all kinds of cutouts in there, and then I also wrapped a doily around it to kind of make it different. This is another coffee dyed paper, and this one's like got a little teddy bear. The backside doesn't really match. It kind of is 4th of July, but I really, really, really liked the paper because it's really cool. This one is, again, just a standard pocket protector. Well, a standard A5 pocket protector. This is one of the cardboards, and I just covered it. I love this paper right here. This one. This is probably my favorite out of this collection, but it's hard to say because this collection is just so beautiful. And then this one's really cool. Oh, this is another coffee dyed, but it's green, but I really liked it because it was lined. So I went ahead and kept it in there. So this one's really cool. This is actually an envelope. I am going to take this one out so you guys can see. Oy. It's so full. Like as soon as I open it, everything falls out. Stay. Okay, so this is kind of cool. So I just took one of those really standard envelopes that you get from the Dollar Tree. A lot of you mail in your project letter or your project shares in these envelopes. And all I did was I just covered the outside, but I left a mat because I did want the envelope to poke through, kind of like, hey, what is that type of thing. And I covered the inside of and the outside of the flap, and also the back side of the envelope. And inside, I think that's where the labels are. Yeah, I put an extra glassine bag. The labels, I think there's 2 sheets of those. Yeah, there's 2 sheets minus the 2 that I used. And some extra pieces here, because like I said, this paper is absolutely beautiful. I didn't want to just throw this paper away, so I tucked all of it in here in all of the little nooks and crannies. This actually came with the notebook. I'm not really sure what that is, but I stuck it in there in case I might use it, or if I do end up selling it, in case the person buying it wants to use it. But yeah, the paper is so beautiful. I just did not want to get rid of it. I didn't want to throw it away. So yeah, like I said, if I do use this, I definitely want to use the rest of the extra sheets of paper and whatnot. See, like I said, it's so full, it's like coming apart. So you have to hold it down. If you take anything out, you definitely have to hold it in place. Otherwise it starts moving around on you. There's only a couple pages left, and we can go over that. Oy. No. Okay. So this is one of the pocket protectors that I had got from Tuesday Morning. It's got various sizes in there. There's 2x2, and then there's the I think it's the 4x6 or 4x7, something like that. And like I said, I just put paper in both sides so you guys could see the different pockets. And this one is really cool. I'm going to have to take this one out even though I just closed this thing, because this is a piece that came with the binder, but it doesn't seem like it would be that difficult to replicate. So I'm going to move this out of the way so you guys can see this. Alright, so I'm just going to set that next to my paper down there. So this is, when you flip this over, or you don't even have to flip it over, honestly, but it's a trifle. So this is connected to the rings, and then you flip it over, and there is so much here. And that, when I started flipping through this page is what made me think of the daily, because most of the time when people do the dailies, they do from December 24th to the 25th, and this would be absolutely perfect. Like, do the 24th on one side and then do the 25th on the other side. So I thought that was really amazing and really cool. If I do keep this for myself, I will be embellishing the cover, the front cover of somehow. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but I will be embellishing it. I do like to do album covers, so I think that'll be a lot of fun. If I sell it, then I think if they want, I can do the cover, but it will cost extra just because it does take a lot of time to do it. But anyway, as is, I think it's really, really, really cool. I really love this album. It is just, it's so pretty. I don't know, I fell in love with it. So anyway, let me know what you guys think. Because I don't know if I want to, because I have one December daily up already, but I kind of wanted to make various kinds, and now I'm kind of to the point of I'm making them and I want to keep them, but I can't keep them. There's no point in me keeping, like, 4 or 5 different December dailies. It just doesn't make any sense. So let me know what you think about this one, because a lot of you already know my style. So yeah, I don't know. I need some opinions, because I'm a little stuck. So anyway, yeah, that's it. That's one of the projects I have been working on. I've been working pretty much non-stop. It's been really chaotic in my house the past few weeks, and yeah. So anyway, so thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.